Okay, and we're back. What we're gonna do now is add in our allied AAA. So what I like to do is place it kind of in the center of our map. And then I'm gonna right click the group and say set as working group. And then I have our check zones group. I want this to be kind of in the center of our objective. And what the check zones do is when enemy players enter the area, and you'll see here as I zoom out, see these circles. When the player enters these circles, then the AAA will actually spawn in, and of course they take a lot of server performance, so we try to have them turned off as much as possible. But as soon as the Axis enter the area, then we spawn them in, they set up, and then they start engaging Axis players. So we want the check zones to be kind of in the center. And you'll see as I move this group, you can see how the circle moves as well. So we want this to be in the center. The next, we want to grab this attack areas. And this is where we're saying, hey, if a player is inside this circle, then engage them, right? So you can see the outer circle is where the AAA spawns in, and this inner circle is where the AAA will start shooting players. All right, so we're just gonna put that kind of in the center as well. And then we have this spawning logic. We don't necessarily need to worry about that. You can leave that wherever. And then finally, we have our vehicles themselves. And all you have to do is left click and drag a vehicle and then just position it wherever you think it should belong on your target. And really and truly, it's as simple as that. All the logic for setting up these vehicles to spawn in and spawn out and shoot at bad guys has already been set up. There's also different types of vehicles here. So you have some that are um, small arms, some that are puffy flak, and so on. Maybe I want this one to be right in the center, right by our train station. All right. So it's as simple as that. The AAA is now set up, and I'm going to go back to our allied objective group, set as working group, and we're going to do some slight cleanup to make this group look good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to left click and drag our counters and our switch. I'm going to put it on this side of our objective, like so. And then I'm going to move our on attack to this side of the objective. And now our objective is nearly complete. The last thing I'm going to do is rename this to say, rename the group to, instead of saying allied objective, to be the objective itself so that I can come back to it later and work on it if I need to. So we'll say allied clean rail station. Great. Now we have one target out of, who knows, 3 to 5 targets for the Axis team to attack. And we haven't set up any logic to say, hey, once the Axis team attacks this target and destroys it, something else happens later. Well, those are kind of advanced topics that I don't want to cover in any of these videos. But hopefully you get the idea of how to set up an objective, and you can do that multiple times for both Allied and Axis using my FNF templates. All right, thanks for watching this playlist. Another playlist I'll create will be how to set up a airfield using the same FNF templates, which is very similar to this. Thanks for watching, and if you have any comments or questions, let me know.